Good evening, friends. I hope everybody made it back from the Thanksgiving holidays okay. Just going to pull up my phone as I have been instructed to do by so many important people who are smarter than me to make sure that the live feed is working. It says on my screen that we're live, so we should be. But I'm also learning that man, I had a lot of very interesting conversations over the Thanksgiving holiday for sure. But welcome to the Little Black Couch. Grateful to have you here with me. It looks like we're good. Looks like we're live and everything's going on. My name is Aaron Stewart. I am the older brother of one Nick Fitzgerald, apparently, but I'm a much smaller version. So any of you who know Nick, apparently, well, not apparently, I saw the footage, and yeah, without his beard and with his hairdo that he obviously stole from me, we look very similar. So anyway, let's get started with the intro. Got to have my intro, and we'll jump right into the topic of the day. Do you love entrepreneurship? I do. I have been researching and living entrepreneurship for the last 30 years, and I believe entrepreneurship is the most efficient method to solve world problems. And I am passionate about helping those who dare to dream find solutions to these problems as they learn to live their definition of success. Hi, my name is Aaron Stewart, and I am so glad you have joined us today. And I welcome you now to the Little Black Couch, a journey in entrepreneurship. Welcome back. Hey, thanks for joining me today. We are back from a trip to Disneyland, which was a lot of fun. I actually went last year with our two youngest kids. Our oldest was serving a church mission. So he's back now. And so we're able to go and do Disneyland together as a family, which some have commented, hey, aren't your kids too old for that? And yeah, no, we had a great time. It was good to get together again. And it was good to just sort of it's funny because we actually have been to Disneyland for quite a few years. My wife was actually joking with my daughter that she doesn't think that she's missed a year in her 14 years on this beautiful planet. Anyway, so we do make it down there from Utah quite a bit, and but there's just so many memories, and I think that's the important thing is when we're there and when you're in an environment that you have enjoyed over the years together as a family. There's just so many stories that come up. And that was kind of the big thing that I realized while I was there, and kind of what I wanted to talk about is about this idea of stories. And at Disneyland, Disney has always been a company that was created on stories, right? I mean, Walt Disney did a very good job of creating stories and getting things going, with from Mickey Mouse to Pinocchio and all these cool little. We actually rode the little kiddie rides too, right? Like Snow White, Pinocchio. We did them all. The big kids, we just went and did them all. Um, my son told me on the way home last night on the plane that his phone had told him that they had covered 47 miles in the days that we had been at Disneyland. So they were moving and shaking. My wife and I, we would leave, sort of gracefully bow out. I'm not sure how gracefully, but we would bow out around 9, 10 o'clock and hobble our way back to the hotel. And our daughter would come with us. So, and the two boys would just go nuts and Star Wars and the whole thing. But one thing that I realized that, with a couple things that I realized, and maybe this is probably for two different shows, but it's fun to watch Disney. Disney is um, a story um, manufacturing wonder, right? And so they get out and write these amazing stories. Oh, look who joined us. Hey, Lance. Waiting for Nick in the parking lot. What? Nick? Nick Fitzgerald, my little brother, my big little brother. Um, so yeah, we it's very interesting to look at how Disney has sort of retrofit some of the rides and made stories a part of that ride. And I'll just use one example. There's a bunch of them, but if you think of I grew up going to Disney, not growing up. I went up probably once every 5 to 10 years, I'd go to Disneyland. But one of my favorite rides was Pirates of the Caribbean. Well, Pirates of the Caribbean, when you went on that ride, was just a pirate ride, right? Just pirates, which was fine, but there was no real story to it. And so it's been very interesting to watch. I was fascinated when Disney came out with a Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I'm like, what in the world are they doing? And trying to come up with Davy Jones and the ship and the Black Pearl and the whole thing. It seemed like kind of an interesting thing that they were trying to pull off. And yet now you see the brilliance of it, because the Pirates of the Caribbean ride is now tied to a story, one that we all have been able to experience more through the movie. And they folded in the characters of the movie into the ride, right? So now there's a much more emotional connection to the ride because it's wrapped in a story. And obviously, Lance there is picking up our good friend, Nick Fitzgerald, waiting for him in the parking lot. So hopefully, you guys are getting together for dinner or something. Um, but that's something that Nick always talks about, the importance of a story, of telling a story. And I was just fascinated to see there were so many examples of that. And so I spent those days with my family walking around, waiting in lines. The Max Fast Pass is a brilliant set of marketing that we'll talk about later. There's a lot of things that Disney could do um, with that. But it was just amazing to me to see stories. And so when you look at your business as entrepreneurs and we try to share what's going on with our business, let's try to wrap them in stories, make them interesting, pull out that emotional connection. And I love the fact that Disney went out and created the ride, right? It was Pirates of the Caribbean. It had a theme and they went for it. And now they've realized the power of stories and they've realized that they are just storytellers. In fact, there's a lot of people that talk about stories, but all of them follow some of the very formulas that Disney uses to create stories, right? Um, it's a very succinct and predictable formula, but it works so well because we humans we love stories. We love conflict and we love when the hero wins and it all turns out okay in the end. So really cool stuff there at Disney. And again, just another reminder that we have to get very, very good at telling stories. And that would lead us to Nick Fitzgerald, who does very good at teaching us how to tell stories. So anyway, very fascinated with it and all. As far as a personal note, today's kind of a big day in that we did a pre-launch for another book that I was part of. And so if you give me a couple minutes, I'd like to sort of pitch that a little bit. It's cool because the book itself is called Million Dollar Story. And there's 10 of us that co-wrote this book. And it's about stories of entrepreneurship and how we sort of had to go through some serious stuff, pivot, and then go at it again. And they're all pretty great stories. I mean, that's what makes the book very cool. So I wanted to share that with you also because it's right now, if you go to the link that I'll share at the end of the show, if you pre-order the Kindle version, it's 99 cents for 10 amazing stories on entrepreneurship. And the cool thing is that each one of us, each one who wrote a chapter in the book, thanks, lads. Yeah, it's coming out the 12th. Everybody's going to be able to read it. I really liked how my story came out. It was a big part of my life, and it was fun to kind of revisit what caused me to become an entrepreneur. Honestly, what changed, I went the corporate route, and I had some experiences that changed me and pushed me into the entrepreneurship realm of or lifestyle, and that's what I've enjoyed for the last 30 years or so. So yeah, I hope everybody enjoys it. Really good stories in there. But the cool thing is too, so I'll bring up this screen, and again, I apologize because it's absolutely hideous. I should be embarrassed, but you know, I'm all out, right? I'm not. It's tough to get embarrassed when. Actually, you know what? Let's see what the camera I can do right there. Does that work? Oh yeah, picture in picture. Look at that. And then I can also do this. Boom. Okay, picture in picture. So that's obviously me. with my patented hairstyle that Nick Fitzgerald stole. But anyway, so $1 Million Stories, the book. It's being pre-sold on Amazon. If you go and search for my name or search for $1 Million Story, you can find the link and actually pre-order. It will be delivered to your Kindle on the 12th of December. But here's the cool thing. So not only is it the book, right? So you're going to have 10 amazing stories, but I'm going to erase this screen here. Let me get rid of this screen. Oh dear. And let me bring up, this is kind of a cool, oh, that's not right. What did it just do? It should be this here. I don't know why that's not bringing up the right one. There you go. Okay, so also if you purchase with the bonus right now, then each one of the authors has thrown in something that they've created to help entrepreneurs get a little bit more out of what we're offering. And this literally, all of these products, so I actually put this graphic together. So I got to review and look at all the stuff that's coming with this bonus. So if you purchase for 99 cents and then you do a review and then send us sort of a screenshot of the review, you'll get access to all this really cool stuff. So you've got Jamie Atkinson's Content Launch Secrets, which is essentially how to do all your content in a year. You've got Chantel's 7 Key Steps to a Highly Engaged Facebook Group. She is a Facebook extraordinaire. You've got How to Launch for Legacy Survival Guide from Cassie Brown, who is amazing at helping you figure out how you are going to make an impact. You've got our own Nick Fitzgerald Origin Story Secrets as part of this. Dominique has thrown in How to Find Grants for Your Business. I mean, come on, Publishing Profits Guide. We've got Career Secrets, Success Secrets from Dr. Grace Lees, who's awesome. Anyway, I've thrown in my SEO Made Easy book that I wrote probably 10 years ago, but it's been updated this year. So it's up and awesome and ready to go. So yeah, a lot of really cool stuff in there. Messenger marketing from Jennifer Mendez. I mean, it's just really, yeah, Jamie Wolves, it's just cool. I'm just really, really excited about it and hope that you guys take advantage of, I forgot Carla's My Life Plan, total mindset adjustment there. So anyway, lots of cool stuff there. Definitely worth over $1,000. And we're just doing it because, hey, we want to get back as entrepreneurs, and we hope that this will work for you. Joseph Post is going well. I'm not going to make any announcements on it today, but it's going well. We've learned a lot of cool stuff and made a lot of cool changes over the holiday weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Entrepreneurs change the world. Entrepreneurs solve problems that nobody else dares to solve and take risks that nobody else is willing to take. And without us, this world would be a pretty sad place. I'm sorry that more don't understand what we do for them, but it's very cool. And let's see here. Thanks, Lance. It is a fantastic deal. I mean, I know these people, I know who they are, I know what their expertise is, and they're basically sharing their expertise as part of this. So yeah, we hope the book does well, but I mean, it's 99 cents. We're not going to make a bunch of money out of this deal. It's about sharing our message and getting it out and hopefully making it possible for entrepreneurs coming behind us to learn some of the lessons we've learned and to avoid some of the pitfalls and some of the problems that come with entrepreneurship. So hopefully you can all do far better than we ever did to this point in our careers. That's the point. That's the point of the book, is to encourage other entrepreneurs, to help other entrepreneurs, and to give them a kind of a better lit pathway to success through entrepreneurship. So, and that's what we do here at the Little Black Couch. So thanks for joining me. Until next time, Aaron Stewart from the Little Black Couch saying, do good, be well. We will talk again tomorrow. I've got some exciting stuff coming, so we will talk again tomorrow. Until then, see you. Hey everyone, I want to really thank you so much for joining me on your entrepreneurship journey. If there's anything you learned today, or if there is a topic you would like me to discuss in the future, I would really love to hear from you. I do have a favor to ask. Would you please subscribe to our podcast or Facebook page, and please like, share, and use the hashtag #TheLittleBlackCouch. It would really help get this message out and hopefully help more people like us Now let's get out and change the world together.